And I believe the recording has started, so now I will share my screen to show you Smart. So this is Smart, and Smart is our strategic management audit repository tool. And it's a free tool for all care providers, so you don't have to be a Care England member to have access to this. And you can register online on our website. And what this tool does is it helps you be fully prepared for any upcoming CQC inspections, any ESG commitments which local authorities or NHS bodies will start to look at for your services, but then also helps you collect all the admin information that you need for your services. It helps you survey your staff, your residents, and your residents' family and friends, and then it directs you to other key sources offered by Care England that are able to support you and your services. So this is the main front page of Smart. I'll take you back to when you log in. So when you first log in, you'll see a list of all your care services. For this demonstration, I've only got the one care service, and you can see the amount of employees and the amount of residents. However, you can add as many new services if you would like by entering your CQC location ID, or if it's not yet regulated by the CQC, you can add in the details below. But I'll take you back to the main page. And as you can see here, there are some key modules here: Smart Quality, Smart ESG, Smart Admin. And then we've also got new tools coming soon: Smart HR and Smart Surveys. What I'll do is I'll take you through each of these points slowly, and I'll show you all the information that is there and what you can store in these modules. If anyone does have any questions, please do let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer. So the first one is the Smart Quality. Structured using the CQC's new single assessment framework, Smart Quality allows providers to store, report, and record their evidence against the new CQC quality statements in a way that is conducive to the framework's new continual assessment, allowing providers to be ready whenever they're about to be inspected. You can see here that I've already started a review, but you can start multiple reviews on your service, but I will just continue the one that I've begun now. Each section of Smart Quality features every key question and quality statement from the CQC's new single assessment framework. As you can see, these are all the assessment frameworks here, and you can click on each point. The quality statements are embedded into the tool in full with links to relevant regulations to make sure the information is all in one place and saves your time. The regulations are here, and you can open it, and it'll take you directly to the CQC's website where you can read the regulation in full. Below, we offer some statements to help you prepare evidence for these statements. However, these aren't exhaustive, and you can add your own custom element if you'd like to review this in a more specific way to your service. So once you click on here, you'll see the statement again in full. It'll give you the opportunity to say if you've reviewed this element or not, and then you can add any comments which you need to add. If there's a further action required where you may need to come back and review your evidence for this statement, you can type what you need to review specifically, and then you can also add a timeline as to when you need to review it by. You're able to upload any documents to support your evidence. So you can upload Excel files, PDF files, Word documents, any file you have, you'll be able to upload here and it'll be stored in the system for you. Smart also has the ability to have both managers and employees on the system. Employees are able to upload all of this evidence, add any comments they need to add, and share and fulfill all the statements. However, managers have the ability to not only do that, but review the others' work. So I'm registered as a manager, so I can review all the evidence submitted here by one of the employees, and then I can either say this is completed or no, I do not want to sign this off. If I don't sign it off, then the individual who has submitted the evidence can go back, update it with whatever information they need, and then I'll be able to review and sign off at a later date. On the manager perspective, you'll then see outstanding actions. As you can see here, I have 2 outstanding actions, and once I click on it, it will take me to where I need to go. It'll say here that these are the 2 bits of evidence which have already been started by one of my other colleagues, and then I can go here and I can update, and I can provide what action was taken, and I can say when the action was taken by. By pressing submit, then that confirms that no more action is needed and it is signed off by me, the manager. Are there any questions on the CQC statement, or would you like me to continue on to the ESG side? Oh, yeah, James, I see you've got your hand up. Would you like to come off mute?
Yeah, sorry, it's just a very quick one. I did put it in the chat as well. We had a little look through this yesterday, and within each part where the statements are underneath, there's a sort of a separate paragraph, and we were just wondering, is that sort of guidance provided by like yourselves, or is that from CQC, that extra bit there?
So this so the smart quality that was developed with leading experts on CQC inspections as well as Care England. So we have the statement, and then any other additional information is supported there to help you inform the answer. All the
Okay.
main stuff directly from the CQC is under the regulations as well.
Yeah.
So the statement itself is from the CQC as well as the regulations as well. So that's where the CQC element comes in.
Okay, perfect. So that bit from safety as a priority downwards is sort of there to act as advice and guidance for the person completing this.
Yeah.
Okay, lovely. Thank you.
No worries. And oh, sorry, Adam, I see you've got your hand up as well.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, Adam, Voyage Care Sustainability Officer. Just very new to care sector and about 2 months into the role. So could you just tell me, for my benefit, where I can find the CQC location ID, or just drop something in the chat for me? That would be helpful. Thank you.
Yes, what I'll do is I'll follow up with you shortly after. I don't have access to the chat at the moment because I'm sharing my screen, but I can share with you how to get your CQC location ID for you.
Okay,
and
thank you.
I'll share that with you afterwards.
Cheers.
So what this is, and just to kind of summarize the CQC part as well, this is an audit tool. So it will collect all your information. It won't give you a predicted CQC inspection rating, but what this does is this makes sure that when it does come to your service being inspected, all the information you have is ready in a single portal. One of the benefits of Smart is you can download any of the evidences that you've uploaded, and you'll get one singular PDF file of all the evidence that you have, so you're ready to hand it over during the inspection and review it at any point to make sure that it's as up to date as possible. Moving over to Smart ESG. So ESG, which stands for Environmental, Social and Governance, is a term used to describe how an organisation views its impact on the environment and society, and how robust and transparent its governance is. It will measure how the businesses view and manage environmental, social and governance practices and principles fit in its operation and services provided, along with its impact and sustainability. As the government strives to achieve net zero by 2050, reduce carbon emissions by 2030 as well, and by 2025 by up to 80%, more local authorities and NHS bodies are requiring care providers to report on their environmental and social governance performance. With contract scores based on your performance, the ability to evidence and report ESG performance has never been more critical. Your organization's ESG strategy can lead to reduced costs in the short, medium, and long term. This tool helps providers no matter what stage they are, so whether you've just started your ESG journey or whether you've already begun your ESG journey, this helps you collect and report how you manage your environmental footprint, social policies and organizational governance internally, and increase the chance of securing local authority and NHS contracts. What we outlined here on the main page for ESG is the fundamentals to environmental social governance for services, the strategy, the metrics and targets, and the risk management. You can start the inspection and the audit here. However, we've outlined below all the key parts for environmental, social and governance of what is covered. And then you can download the user guide here to help you explain what ESG is in full and how Smart can support you with that. So clicking onto this, it's very similar to the Smart Quality in the sense where it's a list of everything you need to consider with your service. And again, once you click on a certain one, here are some statements to help you respond and collect evidence for. And again, is this applicable to your organization? Yes or no? You'll be able to provide more evidence. And what this helps you build the right evidence and collect the right evidence that you may need to consider or you may need to use in evidence going forward. Everything will be covered within SMART, and we're constantly expanding SMART to include any more developments on ESG and CQC as well. Again, this can be downloaded to your local drive and you can print this off as a PDF, and all the evidence as well as the supporting evidence can be downloaded and shared as well. So it will always be ready for you to use. Going back to the main page, we have some modules which are coming soon. So Smart HR and Smart Surveys. So Smart HR, this allows recruiters to review the past performance of existing managers and nominated individuals against CQC quality data from 2016 onwards. This will help providers understand how managers may have impacted the quality ratings of services under their control. Smart Surveys, this allows providers to create and disseminate surveys to service users, professionals, friends and family to feedback on service quality and performance. Survey responses are safely stored within the SMART system to allow for easy review. A lot of services we find use SurveyMonkey as well. And one of the important things is that when you do any information with SurveyMonkey, that they own the data. On SMART, nobody else has access to the data, only you have access to the data. And when you're building the surveys, you can set standardized questions, which are saved in a bank ready for you to use whenever, but you can develop up to as many questions as you want. Surveys can run for as long as they need as well. You can have unlimited amount of questions, and you can run multiple surveys at the same time. Smart Admin, this collects and maintains all the information that you will need on any of your service users. As you can see here, you see the entry type, you can see all the amount of information that you can store on this system. And essentially what this does is this takes that cabinet file in the office, in the manager's office, and puts it all online. So it's ready to view, easy to see, and very easy to act on as well. You can filter by entry type, by resident, but you can also filter by the employee of who logged it into the system. What's very important though is that you can review by entries that require a review. So when you search, it comes in timeline order of all the points that you need to review for each of your residents. But you can filter this down so you can see if all the things you need to do for a certain resident or for any certain entry types as well. It's very easy to add. You just choose you choose the resident, you choose the entry type, add any notes you need to do. If you need to come back and review this, you choose the date in the calendar. And if there's anything else you need to add, such as receipts or Outlook appointments or any official confirmation letters, you can all add this up here in the virtual upload folder and then save it to your timeline. We also link to other services which Care England offer. So we link to Smart Procurement. And what this does is this links to our discounts and free support for care providers. Available to both Care England members and non-Care England members. These are discounts that we've worked with our supporter members and wider stakeholders to give you offers, either discounts or free tools for you to use. This is updated monthly, and this has just been updated now for the new November discounts as well. As you can see here, we've got up to 26 different offers, and clicking on the main button here on Smart will take you direct to this table where you can view the offers and see what there are available for you. We also link to Mint, which is Care England's market intelligence system, and it helps with fee negotiations with local authorities and NHS bodies. Mint is a Care England member tool. However, if you are not a Care England member, but you are interested in getting access to Mint, please do let me know and I'll be able to follow up with you separately for conversations on how to get access to this. We also link to our Care England publications, which is Saving Solutions and Sustainability. This is launching in November, and this will be a written article as well as a virtual article. And this is identifying all the key problems care providers are facing, but then solutions on how to manage them and offset some of the cost pressures which we're seeing today. We also link to the Care England resources and guidance. This will take you to our Care England website, and all the latest work which Care England's uploading is here, and you'll be able to find out key support that Care England's offering and what we're doing to help navigate some of the challenges in the sector. So I want to pass over the mic now to all the attendees, and if there's any questions on the system at all, if anyone would like to learn anything or would like to ask any questions about anything, please do let me know. Oh, yep, James, do you want to come off mute?
Yeah, sorry. As I said, we reviewed this yesterday, and I just had a few questions that I wanted to ask,
Yeah,
or I had sort
please.
of written down beforehand. So the first one I had was, so with the audit, the quality audit
Yeah.
format or function, are you able to set up like a master copy, and then can that then be copied across services? So like, for instance, we've got 80 services. If in order to I know you can add more questions, you can add different sections in as part of the quality statements, or the areas that you want to look at as part of the different quality statements. Are we able to create like a master version and then copy that across 80 services, or would it be a case of we would have to input those questions for every one of the 80 services if we were planning to do that?
So when you're adding the specific questions, they should be saved into a bank, and that'll be saved by the account. So you should be able to apply that across all the 80 services rather than having to introduce them individually. However,
Okay.
please do let me know, and we'll happily take this up offline as well, and then we can make sure that it is working for you and you're able to see how to do that when you're
Okay, so
setting
in
up all
terms of the bank, how would you then access the bank, or is it just there for you?
So the bank, it should just appear there for you, but then it'll look similar. So once we've launched the smart surveys as well, there'll be a bank tab at the top here. So it'll be manage employees, manage residents. There should be another one which is the bank of questions and statements ready there for you to implement.
Okay, lovely. I've just got one more, if that's okay. Sorry, I know there's
No
so
worries.
okay. So in terms of the tool itself, is there like a summary or a dashboard so that you're able to sort of overview progress to things like actions that have been set, and keep tabs across the the services rather than having to go into each individual one?
So you would mainly have to go into each individual one. However, we
Yeah.
can look if that is something which would be of benefit to you. We can look at developing the system to be able to do a overarching outstanding action. So you can see here we have the outstanding function for each service, but then we can
Yeah.
look to develop that on a organizational level, so you can see the outstanding actions for every service as well.
Okay.
So we can look to
Perfect.
implement that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. That's all.
No
Thank you
worries.
very much.
Does anybody else have any other questions? Not too sure. I can't see the chat either. So if you have put something into the chat, please do invite yourselves off mute and share any comments you may have shared. In the meantime, one thing I would like to say as well is that Smart, so we launched it at the Care Show in Birmingham this year, and we're looking to expand Smart as much as possible. So we have Smart Quality, Smart ESG, Smart Admin modules now, but Smart HR and Smart Surveys will be introduced soon, and we're looking to expand and create more modules on different things such as Smart Digital, and we have Smart Cybersecurity coming soon as well. So what would be really interesting is if there are any bits of any modules that you as providers would like to see in Smart and help collect evidence for, which we can implement into the system. So please do either come off mute or share into the chat or drop me a line over email afterwards. There is a feedback button on Smart, so you'll be able to share all your feedback on the system and help us continue to improve the system when you're logged in. But if you have any initial thoughts or feedback now, I'll be happy to take it on board and then take it away and share with the rest of my team. also here at the top, you'll be given the name of the service as well, but you'll see the latest CQC ratings from your most recent inspection. And when you click this button here, it will take you to your full CQC inspection report as well. And on the CQC ratings history, it will take you to all the previous ratings of the service as well that you've had, backdated to 2015. Daryl, I can't see the chat. Has anyone shared any comments or questions in the chat at all?
Yeah, so there's one from Donna Rayner. She said, overarching would be great for organizations who have more than one location. And we have a question from Julian Caruana. Is SMART open to non-providers?
Yes. So SMART is open to, I'll answer both of those. So SMART is open to anyone who is regulated or will be regulated by the CQC. So it's any type of service, as long as there's a CQC inspection, but then you don't necessarily have to use that as well, because we have the ESG as well. So it is open to anyone. And then, sorry, Daryl, could you repeat the earlier one on the, so it was the overarching outstanding actions for services. Then was there a second part to that?
No. So it just
Oh.
says overarching would be great for organizations who have more than one location.
Okay, perfect. Well, what I can do is I can take that away and look to implement that, and then we can update the system soon to include that to support those with multiple services. Does anybody else have it? Oh, sorry.
And then for James Salos, I can put Fraser's email in the chat so that everyone can see if there's any issues, or if you come across any problems, you can contact Fraser.
Yes, please do. And then also, I won't use the time now for Mint. However, if anyone would like to see Mint and see our financial support system in there to understand all the local authority base rates, fair cost of care rates, and average rates, as well as information on supported living and residential care services with learning disabilities and nursing care, please do let me know, and I'll be happy to follow up in separately and organise demonstrations of the tool. That is a Care England member benefit. However, we can discuss how to access Mint offline as well if people are interested in the system. So I'm not too sure if there are any further questions which anybody has. So I'll stop sharing my screen quickly just so I'm able to see the chat and see everyone else. However, oh, James, I've got a notification that your hand's up. Is that a legacy hand?
Yes, I didn't put it up again.
No worries. Well, I'm more than happy to take any further
Thank you.
questions. Jeanette, do you have any questions or comments or anything for the system? Sorry, you're on mute.
No, not at this time. Thank you very much.
Okay, no worries. Well, if there are no further questions, then I'll look to draw this meeting to a close. However, my email is in the chat, and I'll share a follow-up email afterwards, so members can come back and share any comments. But then if there are any questions, and once you have logged into the system, if you find anything if you stumble across which you may want further guidance on, further support on, please do contact me, and I'm happy to either over the phone or via email chat and work through that and help you with it. So thank you all very much, and I look forward to hearing from you.